Hey, this is David B69, and I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to my Eagles franchise, where we're basically going to face off against the Bears. You can see overalls, we're pretty much even. Defense, we're a little bit lacking in comparison, but we have some room. We're going to look at some of the new things with the scouting. There's some things that we can do that we weren't able to do before. Let's see here, what was it? Regional breakdown? Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So now we can change the position. At this stage, we can change the position of what we can look for. Now for this area scout, we really want to look at tackles. I mean, to be honest with you. So I want him to be looking at left tackles, because I really think that's important. For him, I want him. This is really hard. Do I have anybody that can? Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do for him, we'll do defense end. So we want to, actually, maybe guards. Maybe, why would he be strong at understanding left guards, but not right guards? That's a little confusing. So I'm going to have him look at defense ends. Left end, right end, it doesn't really matter. Let's say right end because that's where they say his strength is. I want to really look at middle linebackers for him. So we'll say that. Okay. And here we want to look at cornerbacks because our cornerbacks are definitely lacking. Wouldn't mind having some good look at that. So let's look at that, and we'll go from there. And hopefully it will give us a little bit better idea and a little bit more focus on those positions and those areas, which is what we really, really want. So we've done everything else. Let's get into this week's game. I've already done everything with the coaching and stuff. I'd like to do that off camera because I take my time with it. And I want to make sure that I'm not wasting time. Plus, some things like press conferences and players' meetings, there's music and stuff involved.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Did it say the Bears are reigning Super Bowl champs?
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field. 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. On first down, it's Sanders. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some space here. And running with power here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles.
That's not helpful.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it.
He's just a lot quicker than I thought he was.
Plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Fields. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown Bears! Allen Robinson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run. It's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, it's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Now a first down throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. A giant hole up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running left, Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Fields on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and goal. Fields. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away from the 10. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1 yard line.
That one's going to hurt.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And in the second quarter, it's the football team who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Devontae Adams with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Patriots already 1-0, trying to make it 2 straight as they lead on the road. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go play action with Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Fields. And this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. And sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this should be the final play.
Losing Graham for any period of time is not a good thing. This is kind of annoying.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
There we go.
Taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Flush to his right. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now, they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the 4th quarter driver's seat, still up 3.
Question is, can I hold on to the ball for this long?
It's Sanders. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I love the kill clock. One of my favorite things to do in football is kill the clock. If you can kill the clock, it's demoralizing to the other team.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20.
I saw such a opening with only 3 linemen. I had to take it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And a completion to Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
We're still killing clock. Hopefully we can get a touchdown here because that would just basically help put the game.
On second down.
Well, at least it protects me for a little bit.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action. Here's Hurts.
No.
Intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Bears are right.
Why did I throw that? Why? Oh, why?
Momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
Oh my gosh.
People are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Back. No!
He's
no.
At the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown.
Oh, my gosh.
Chicago. David Montgomery, 97 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs.
This is the disaster.
Touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders.
Ah, crap.
Doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Okay, we need a defensive stop here. A field goal is okay, but I got Graham back in the game. That's good news.
Fields on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. 6 yards on the pick.
Okay, here's a huge 3rd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
Oh, crap.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Komet from 17 yards out. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Okay, so we have to do whatever we can here to try to do a quick drive here.
17-yard touchdown run. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 33.
That's just...
guys are going to take over at the 33.
I misread that completely.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best.
I thought he was... I thought he dropped back and he moved up.
Right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play.
So this game is going to be really over.
Everything turned out just okay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The good part is we had our running game really working well. Sadly, our passing game isn't so good.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson.
And our
Touchdown, Chicago.
and there's a reason I'm looking for cornerbacks.
Robinson, 66 yards. And the Bears are
Wow.
on their way to a 2-0 start.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about trying to come back now.
Is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
I just don't want to be embarrassed anymore. This is just bad.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
I can't believe they threw the ball.
Strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's kind of despicable, honestly.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to Gainwell here on second down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and
well,
they counted for him and stopped
this looked like it was going to be our game, but due to turnovers, it isn't. So hopefully we'll get him next time. Until then, this is David B69, and I'm out.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
As I said, until next time, this is David B69. I am out. Look at the stats real quick. 3 interceptions. Fields had 5 touchdown passes. So he had a day and a half. Rushing-wise, we were really good. I'm really happy with our running game. We have a tremendous running game. So, heck, we got Gainwell some yards. Put him in for some time here. Just at the end, because I didn't want to get Sanders injured, because he received 10 passes. He ran the ball 32 times. Just a matter of time and everything that he could actually face an injury. So, got to limit sometimes his carries. So, anyway, until next time, this is David B69. Have a great day, everybody.